Rich people understand something that poor people won't ever get. When you can't afford something, just go make more money. Apply that mindset and you will make more money. You will figure it out. I did a vacation in Zanzibar. Now we're developing about 40 million in real estate, 165 units. Gary Vee told me one time, he was like, listen, delay the gratification as long as you can. Right now is the best time to negotiate leases long term.
What do you think right now is the biggest lie being told about the Dubai real estate? Hello and welcome back to the Dream with Dr. Sheen podcast, the show where the science of success meets lived experiences. I am Sheen, your host, and today's episode is brought to you by Pepperstone. Our guest today is Max Maxwell, an international real estate developer, investor, entrepreneur, and a dear friend of mine. He is the founder and CEO of PADDCO, a real estate development company actively shaping the future of African real estate through large-scale luxury projects, including Blue Pearl and Chakwani Shores in Zanzibar and agricultural investments across Tanzania. Before going global, Max built his name in the United States as a self-taught wholesale realtor and investor, growing one of YouTube's most followed real estate educational channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. His story, his strategies, and his content have helped thousands of everyday people get their first deal done. Today, Max operates across real estate, entrepreneurship, and content with a presence spanning Africa, Dubai, the US, and beyond. By the end of this episode, you will know how the Dubai market works, where money is actually being made, what mistakes to avoid, and what your first move should be if you're serious about building wealth through real estate. I hope you enjoy this episode as much as I did. Hi, Maxwell.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm glad we're finally doing this.
Yes.
How are we feeling?
I'm great. I'm great.
Good.
I'm good. The best I could be.
So we're here to talk to people about how to make money.
Oh.
Yeah? Your favorite topic?
I do enjoy talking about making money. Yes.
Listen, my first question is, and I always ask this, even to Lamide, I always ask her this, is what's the difference between building wealth and being rich?
Starts with being rich first. The wealth is just a later stage of being rich.
Okay, but what does it mean building wealth?
Building wealth is what probably most people will try to do. Building wealth is kind of like an effect of an action. Like, it's a long term. It's like going to the gym and slowly taking that pathway, right? So I think there's building wealth is like there's a bunch of principles that if you follow these principles and do X, Y, and Z, you can eventually get to this point. It's a very like disciplined way of doing things. That's why I'd say it's like, oh, I need to go, gain muscle, right? You take that slow, methodical approach, and then at the end, you should get results. Being rich is the action of probably taking risk. And those risks, once you've taken that risk and you've become rich, it's much easier to become wealthy. So the slow, methodical approach, sure, do it. But there's this gap that you can there's a speed you can do called entrepreneurship that will take you to wealthy very, very quickly. Because wealthy is just a principle of like actions. It's not like, it's no secret behind it. You just have to continuously do these actions to get to wealth.
This is what I like about you, is because you make it sound so straightforward, not easy, but straightforward in terms of if you wanted to build wealth, there is a clear game plan here of what you need to do. But tell us a little bit about your story. Obviously, I know how you don't come from money, right?
No.
Yeah. And here we are today, like making millions. So tell us that journey.
Well, immigrant parents to America, Jamaican.
Yeah.
So, got that hustler in me. But I wasn't a good student. I enjoyed school, but I didn't like doing homework. I didn't like the process of school. I think I just didn't enjoy it. And so I wasn't that great of a student. I didn't have great grades. I maintained less than a 2.0 all the time. Only for sports. And then I would get kicked off the team like halfway through the season. No joke.
Oh my God.
But then I went to the military because my options were thin. Not that
you were in the military?
Yeah, from 17 years old to 21.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, so because you either, where I'm from, you either stay in your hometown, get a job, go to college either locally or somewhere else, a different state, or you go to the military. I was like, I want to travel. Send me to the military.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, anyways.
Yeah.
So I did that, came home, and then
Wait, before you go, what was the biggest thing you learned about yourself in the military?
leadership.
Yeah?
From 17 years, from the day I landed in boot camp and I went to my dorms, I was casted in this position of leadership. So, like, if I can remember correctly, in a dorm, there's 60 people, and it's divided in two groups. And so they have a leader for each side of the dorm. My guys who went in like in 2000s, they would understand. So I was like the dorm leader, dorm chief, they call it. But I was 17 years old. I don't know why they picked me. So it was me and my friend. And then we actually went to school together. We became like leaders. And I was in charge of people who were like 25, 27. And at 17, that's an old person, right?
Yeah,
And
they're
like,
very old.
25, you're old, bro. So in that stage, you know, I remember getting picked very early to be the dorm leader, dorm chief, and people were crying in their bed at night, and you can hear it, like, it's quiet. You know, everybody's casted into this new life. People are crying. They don't know what they're getting themselves into, and you can hear it, and you got to be a 17-year-old leader. And from that point, like, you learn how to march, you learn how to do these, and you're in charge. And so that being casted in leadership kind of just, I think, set the rest of the pace for me. So leadership and discipline, like, those are the two things I learned, took away from it.
Okay, amazing. So then after Army?
Air Force.
Air
After the Air Force, it wasn't for me. Again, just like school. It's very, listen, the military has some great things about it. It can teach somebody who is unstructured. But once you start to think on your own, the structure becomes more of a nuisance than something that can propel you, right? It's like this guy is here because he's got 18 years, not because of his actual skills. It's time and grade, right? They call it.
Right.
I couldn't compel with that. So, like, I remember exactly, like, I was tied to this guy named, I shouldn't say his name, he's probably dead by now anyways, Sergeant Barker. And because I trained me. Yeah. And I remember him being like, this guy is subpar. He's below level. Like, why is this guy ranked higher than me? Why is he's not a good, and I was like, so that's just the whole system. It works on time and grade. At least it did back then. And I didn't enjoy it. So I wanted out. So I finished my term and then really looked into entrepreneurship, and I opened up a real estate brokerage at 21 years old.
Oh my goodness.
So I was a broker, then I opened up a brokerage, and then I ran it, and then the real estate crash happened, the famous 2007, 2008. Ran away, did a bunch of other things, did everything under the sun, I'll be honest with you. That's why I have so many experiences. You know that there's a saying that Jamaicans have like 8 jobs. It's true. Like, we've at least, so I've done a lot of things to gain a lot of experience. I've worked at tree farms. Even before the military, I worked in construction, like, as a kid. Like, at 14 years old, my neighbor had like a construction company. Every weekend, every holiday, I was working, every summer. And so those disciplines, like, teach you things, and you get tastes of life throughout your whole thing, and you put that, I mean, that's what molds you, right? Your young age is what molds you into the adulthood. So then we go into 2007, 2008, things crash, and then you're like,
now what?
Now what? But you're too young you're young and naive, so you go do something else. Eventually, I find my way back into real estate around 2016, 2017.
Okay.
No, I think it was November, October of 2016. And then from there, I had no money, but I had to figure out how to get back into real estate. And I figured out this thing called wholesaling, where you basically hold the paper, sell the paper. Paper is attached to a house, essentially. I did that. I scaled it very well. I enjoyed it. I got burnt out. I bought property. I had rental properties and all that stuff like that. I was living the life. I built a brand around that unintentionally. And throughout the real estate, I was always solving problems within my own business, and then I would create spin-off businesses to help my business.
Okay.
So one of it was like data. Like, real estate investments very heavily in data. So I created a company back then that was called REI Skip, which was called Real Estate Investor Skipping. I still own the brand. But then that brand spinned off when I met 2 partners, spinned off into something else. Then that became a company called Real Estate API. And I'll just leave that there. And so fast forward from there, real estate did real well. Then I wanted to leave America. I wanted to explore the world. And then I moved to Dubai almost 4 years ago now.
God, okay.
So we've been here. I've sold a bunch of properties and really wanted to come here kind of just to relax, explore this side of the world, go to Asia a lot. I can go to Africa in a few hours. So we've been doing that. And then I did a vacation in Zanzibar 3 years ago, exactly almost.
No way.
And now we're developing about 40 million in real estate, 165 units. We've just been awarded another 28 million in contracts to build.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like just yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so life has been good. It's been a roller coaster. It's been emotional. I'm married. I've been married almost 5 years now.
No way.
January 5 years. I can't believe it. So when you used to think like, oh, my parents have been married this long, man, 5 years is a breeze. Let's go. But 5 years, that's crazy. 5 years I've been married almost.
Wow.
I have a 2-year-old son, 2.5-year-old son. So we're just living our best life, working, trying to split between, entrepreneurship and family and being a dad. But obviously those two take priority. Entrepreneurship is kind of just the icing on the cake now.
Yeah. Okay, we have a lot of things to do. Yeah. The first thing I want to say is I feel like you really got your footing in entrepreneurship in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of young people, because I teach at university here, a lot of them who are not even graduated yet, they worry about career. We need to have it figured out. I need to know. And I love that you said you've tried every job under the sun until you figured out what is really for you. And I've done the same, right? I went from consulting to entrepreneurship.
I used to flip burgers at Wendy's.
See,
not at all. Tree farm, you name it, I've done it.
So would you say there's no need to figure yourself out before your 30s?
No, because what you're doing is you're filling the pieces of puzzle that you need to be able to go to the next level. Like life is essentially just different puzzles of experiences, people, ups and downs, and those mold you. And you need to have a full puzzle to go to the next level. Because when the next level requires a full puzzle, it doesn't have to be a perfect puzzle. It just needs to be full. And when you go to that next level, then you take all those you just need to be able to recall all of those situations, good or bad, and move forward into that 30s, because that's when your life shines. Like your 30s, I'm 40. I'll be 42 this year.
No way.
Damn, I'm old.
Wait, are you 40 plus?
I'm 41 right now.
Oh my God, you're an old man.
Yeah, I'm old. Just remember.
I didn't realize you were about 40.
Me either. Life would just be happening. It's fun though.
It's good. You don't look like you're 40.
I'm 42 in November.
Damn.
Am I? 1984. Yeah, I'm 42.
You're doing the maths.
42 in November.
Okay, mashallah.
Yeah.
It's good.
I exited a company a few months ago, 8 figures, to a tier 1 investor, which was the data company I created when I was with
the
my
one.
2 partners.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing your 40s in the best position possible.
Yeah, and I'm going to exit probably 2 more times before I'm 50. Inshallah.
When are we retiring?
Retiring is for dead people.
I'm ready to retire myself.
I thought so too, but I think you're ready to become more of a passive investor consultant.
Correct. Yeah, I want to be more passive.
You want to empower the youth with your money and your knowledge.
Yes.
And still make money.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my goal.
That's what retirement means to us, I think. But okay, but tell me, when you are trying all these different things, I even in my own personal experience is that it takes a lot out of you to know when to pivot, when to try something else, when something is not working out for you. And I really like when you explain, school didn't work out for you. You tried the army, that didn't work out for you. So it's like, what is your approach to making a decision whether it's the time to pivot, and how do I choose what's next?
It's hard to give you like a definite answer, but I would just go with the flow. Like if you like, don't quit because it's hard. Never do that.
Yeah.
Never quit because it's too hard.
Yeah.
But if you feel like this is not working because I made a miscalculation on what I thought it could not be, then make a pivot.
Yeah.
You can always go back. Like life is not linear. It doesn't just run this way. Like you're allowed to go backwards. You're allowed to restart. And I think what happens in this age of I sound like an old man already. But like in this age of Instagram and social media, which I love, it gives young people a false sense of when they need to be ready or what life looks like. Like, I'm telling you, a Lamborghini in your 20s is nothing. It's not fulfilling. I hate to tell you, your 20s, your 30s, it does nothing. Like, I know it looks cool on Instagram, but it means nothing. It's not fulfilling. Like, trips with your friends, hanging out with your family, like chilling with your mom and dad when they're still alive. Like, those are the things that like you really need to cherish, because like having a Lamborghini and say you're making $30,000, $50,000 a month, that's cool. But having a Lamborghini and making a few million is much better. And that happens later. Yeah. So like Gary Vee told me one time, he was like, listen, delay the gratification as long as you can. He told me that in 2021. Delay the gratification. No, 2020 he told me. Delay gratification as long as you can. What does that mean? Apply that to as many things as you could think of. And that's what happens. So the Lamborghini looks cool. Maybe it's lifestyle marketing for you to help you sell. Trust me, those are not the people you want to attract anyways. Like, I see people get rich and they take their mom places they never been. Like, that's the things you can cherish, because those memories will go with you forever. The Lamborghini is gonna be, it's 1,000 of them out here, 10,000. Like, what are you doing?
You can rent one for a day.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, let's change that image of what like entrepreneurship and thing looks like.
I really like that. I think it's that reframing. You're so right. In this generation, we are constantly comparing, right, online, and then you think, well, I'm behind because everyone has this. I'll tell you, even me, I keep seeing everyone with their flashy cars, and I was like, I don't have a flashy car. And then I thought, but it's the worst thing to own.
Correct.
A car, right? The minute you buy it, it depreciates.
Even without that, it's the fulfilling effect is not that long.
Yeah, a car is a car. It needs to take me point A to point B.
Period. Like, if you, all right, like I mean, I think, like, for example, I have a Chinese car.
Me too.
I have a Zeekr 9X. Now, it's not like a cheap car, but its technology is crazy. It's comfort. It's like my neck can rest. You know, I'm old. My neck can rest on the seat. Those things to me, it's not like, okay, cool, I could have spent and got this other car. Yeah. But I feel like this one was better value. And then when you get wealthy, you start chasing value and not status symbol. So now I have a car that is more valuable to me than a, what do you call it, like a Range Rover badge? I don't know, like an 800,000 dirham Range Rover, minus 300,000-400,000, but it's way better. Yeah, it's comfort. My seats massage, and like, you know, just small things. Yeah. So it's just like you start chasing value. So you start to compare, like, this car versus that car. This one's just a status symbol. This one's actually better for me. I'm just gonna take this one. I don't need a Lamborghini.
So, you know, when we tell people to delay gratification, what is the advantage of delaying gratification? What does that mean?
For me, delaying gratification just allows you to kind of see the playing field longer. And really, when you delay gratification, you start to realize that what you were actually after wasn't that instant dopamine of whatever that is. Like, you ever impulse buy something? Yes. Like, I need that, and you get it. Like, how many people impulse buy the DJI camera? I probably have 2 in my house right now. The DJI Osmos. I
have 2 as well.
Yeah, I don't use it.
I got someone to fly it from the UK for me.
I don't use it. It's an impulse buy, right? So delaying that gratification, that's just a small example, but delaying that gratification make you realize, I don't need that. So as I talk about something that small in life, now picture that in something else. It could be delayed gratification in a relationship that you want to pursue. Yeah. Because you might find out it might not be the best thing for you. Or this job to get this amount of money, or, you know, whatever it is. Delay gratification as long as you can.
Fine. I won't buy the watch then.
All right. Listen, I'm not a person to tell people don't buy. If you want that watch, go buy that watch. Yeah. Go buy the watch. I'm not saying don't buy the Lamborghini. No. I'm just saying delay it as long as you can.
Yeah, make sure it's the right time.
And if you buy it and you don't like it, deal with the consequences. That's it. You can resell it. I don't know. You might lose some value.
Exactly.
I'm not a person to tell you what not to do and to do, but just delay as long as possible.
No, I agree. I think that's a good point. But tell us, how did you make your first million?
Wholesaling real estate and the data business, which I never talked about. Like 2018, I made my first million through selling data simultaneously while doing real estate and making my first million then. And I was living in a studio apartment like this size.
Oh my God. And was that a model that you think is replicable right now? Or was that what you at the right time?
I'm still doing it.
Are you still doing it?
I'm still repeating that model in different places.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and how was it the first time you made your first million?
I continued working. It was you think it's going to be this whole pop the balloons? Nope, go back to work, brother. Cuz you know what happens when you make your first million, you don't believe. I guess this is what people call imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's the first time I ever experienced. You don't trust it. You don't know if it's going to disappear tomorrow.
If it's the last one.
So you kind of like get scared a little bit.
So on that point, what do you think now that you're on the other side? What do you think is something that wealthy people understand very well that poor people consistently get wrong?
Whoa. Wow. That's a very good question. What do wealthy people understand that
Poor people consistently get wrong?
Where do we start?
Let's go.
I mean, I think the worst thing, can we find another word than poor people?
People on the way.
Yeah, I think. All right, we'll just use poor people, but it's not for
No. Yeah.
mentally poor, financially poor people. Believe in consumerism too much. Consumerism is a terrible, terrible thing. Like you just continuously following trends and buying and doing this, and because you can tell this because no matter how much money you get, you always end up moving the needle. And your lifestyle always changes. And that's only from consumerism. So I think what most wealthy people look at is to be a producer and more of a producer than they are a consumer. Because you got if it doesn't work that way, then you're always going to be negative. So that's one. And then I think really understanding money is a tool. Money's just a tool. When you have it, don't be afraid to spend it. The way you spend it on not dumb things, but things that risk or... Like, I know people that have good jobs, have money in the bank, and have no idea what to do with their money, and they're afraid. Multiple six figures sitting in the bank, dollars, and don't know what to do. Are afraid to invest it here, afraid to put it in the stock market, afraid to do anything with it.
I know a lot of people like that as well.
And they're just like, how do you think, what's going to happen? Like,
they lose it, right? That's the...
They eventually do lose it. Either on their own accord or somebody else, they leave it to someone and it's gone anyways.
So for someone like that who's stuck and not knowing what to do with all the money sitting in the bank, what do you think is the first step? So we have a little game. Maxwell, you better get all of this right, okay? So you have, in terms of football, yeah? Green card, red card. Yeah, so this is true, false, easy. Okay. I'll ask you a bunch of questions and you tell me which one it is.
I have to pick one?
You pick the one you think is the right one, okay? They're easy. Don't stress. Foreign investors can own freehold property in designated areas of Dubai. True or false?
That's true.
Yes. Good job. We covered that anyway.
Yeah.
Dubai charges an annual property tax on residential real estate owners.
That's negative. That's false.
That's not true. Yes. A property buyer in Dubai typically pays a 4% transfer fee to the Dubai Land Department when purchasing a property.
Yes.
Yes. Correct. Rental income earned from residential property in Dubai is currently subject to personal income tax for individuals.
There is no personal income tax.
Correct. Dubai's real estate market allows investors to purchase properties off-plan directly from developers.
That is correct. Yeah. That is the main scheme here.
Yeah, that's the one we discussed as well. You must be a UAE citizen to invest in Dubai real estate.
That is negative. You don't even have to be a resident.
Yeah. To be eligible for a UAE Golden Visa through property investment, your property must be worth at least 2 million.
I think they lowered that. It's less than 2 million now.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you got all of them right.
I mean, I'm a nerd.
Well done. Yeah, you're a Dubai real estate nerd in general, right? Yeah. Before we carry on with this conversation, let's have a quick word from our sponsor today. Pepperstone is a globally trusted online broker built for traders who take the markets seriously. With advanced technology, fast execution, and round-the-clock support, Pepperstone serves traders across the UAE and globally, giving everyone the tools and confidence to trade on their own terms. Whether you are just getting started or you are a seasoned pro, Pepperstone is built to support you every step of the way. Head over to pepperstone.com to learn more and get started today. Thank you, Pepperstone, for sponsoring today's episode. Now back to the conversation.
It's difficult because there's a lot of information online and a lot of bad information online as well. So you can do the most simplest, safest thing, which is to go put it in like the S&P 500. I don't know. Buy a what do you call it? Like a REIT, or buy
gold.
Buy something.
Yeah.
Like it's a fact that the dollar sitting in your account is going to go down. But do like something very blue chip safe. Like just at least do that. At least get,
Yeah, the stocks are very safe now. There's so many platforms.
Buy something like in that financial world, and just let it sit there. And I know it's maybe compelling to look at your bank account and see the money in there, but I know you think the money's going up, but it's really going down.
Yeah, but it's that it's people who grew up with that money, I think. Even I had to really unlearn that, because you feel safe seeing that money in your bank balance, right? Because I remember when I was in university, every time I would get a text from my bank being like, you are under 25 pounds in your account right now.
You freak out.
And I'm like, oh, I have to go 1 week with that now. But when you see the big numbers, then you're like, okay, I'm safe, right? And I think it's breaking that pattern of like, that's not all the money you will ever make. So you need to make that money work for you.
I remember having like maybe several million in assets and having less than $50,000 in my bank account all the time. I would deploy that money so fast, like a parachute. Because when it comes back, it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because once you've seen it, you're like, that makes sense to me.
Because I'm not afraid to live on that, because I don't have big, crazy expenses. Like I don't have crazy expenses. Like I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a car loan. I don't have any of those things in my life. And I haven't for 10 years.
That's amazing.
So I can do it or not do it, which is work. But no, don't pile up your expenses where you have to make these payments every month. Like I got my phone bill and stuff like that.
Yeah, things that you need.
But I don't have monthly expenses.
Because I told somebody last week, you need to at least 15% of your salary, try to put it away. They were like, 15%, that's a lot. I was like, 15% is nothing.
That's nothing.
You should be able to live off 50%.
But that's the answer to your question. The money rules, the understanding what money is like.
Right.
That's where poor people kind of... And you know, here's one that probably is going to make people a little understand. Rich people understand something that poor people won't ever get. When you can't afford something, just go make more money. It's just that simple. Don't talk about how you can afford something. Go make more money. And when you apply, I know it's why are you going to make more money? Just apply that mindset, and you will make more money. You will figure it out. Like, don't put yourself in a corner. Have you ever put yourself in a corner where you're like, okay, by next week, Tuesday, I need to come up with about XYZ. And I don't have it. Do you get it? All the time. That's what rich people and wealthy people understand that poor people never will. So they look at money as a finite thing based upon wherever they're getting it from now.
Yeah.
And that becomes the trigger your whole life. Like if right now, I'll be honest, right now I'm opening up a showroom. And I want to use $1 million of somebody else's money. And I literally have about 2 weeks to get it.
And you know you will.
I will get it.
Yeah.
I will get it.
I love that, because even we lost a lot of contracts during the tension. And I was like, I have 2 weeks. I need to sign someone else. I need to. And everyone was like, this is the wrong time. The market is not open right now. I was like, but I need the money. It has to come in the next 2 weeks. And it did.
Listen, anybody that tells you right now is the wrong time has never been through a business cycle. This is the best time to do whatever you're going to be doing.
I agree.
I remember this clearly. Remember I told you 2007, 2008 crash? So I was managing a guy's portfolio of real estate portfolio when I had my own brokerage. I was his property management company. It was worth about $30 million. And his name was Kevin. That's all I would say. Kevin came to me right before the crash and started selling his assets. I was devastated because it was about 80% of my portfolio that I was managing on the property management side.
Yeah.
Kevin sold a lot of his stuff. Crash went down. Kevin was safe. Kevin bought again at the dip, and he bought probably twice as much. He got twice as much for his money for the same money.
Oh, wow.
And so when you realize that people buy in the dip, you carry your cash, the dip happens, you run it. So right now is the best time to negotiate leases long term, to be able to get better terms and conditions on whatever you're doing, because now is the time when people are in like this panic mode. And so when you understand the cycles of real estate, the cycles of business, the cycles of life, you understand what patterns do. When people panic, I'm celebrating because I understand they have a herd mentality mindset. Oh, everybody's panicking. What do we do? Bro, go sign that $1 million lease right now. Go get it for $500,000. Right? And so that's where, because it's helpful for both sides, whether it's the landlord, whether it's the business owner, whether I'm negotiating terms and conditions with my Chinese supplier or whatever. If everything's down and I'm the only one talking to whatever, I'm the bright star in the room, and we can start negotiating from that point.
But talking about the real estate, what do you think right now is the biggest lie being told about the Dubai real estate?
The biggest lie being told about Dubai. Well, I've seen stuff where people were talking about the market's crashing. I see stuff where people are saying like things are down 20+% or 25%. In the beginning, you saw it like in days. People were coming out with this stuff. I don't know how true that is. I know anytime you're negotiating here is tough. It's tough. Like they've been on such a hot streak. Landlords will tell you take it or leave it.
Oh yes, and I was like, can I pay 2 checks? No, one. And I was like,
so like I think that will calm down.
Okay.
That will be a positive effect. And I think they should think more about that in the future as well too, because it's just the cycle of life, right? Not everybody can throw down that one check.
So you don't think it's too late to like invest in Dubai real estate?
No, I think if you keep an eye on the market, this might be the best opportunity you're gonna have in the next 10 years. I'm pretty sure. I haven't even looked at the data, but I can guarantee you, big purchases are still happening.
Yes.
Smaller purchases, because their herd mentality are probably slowed down. But the bigger purchases are still happening. Why? Because what Kevin did, he bought $60 million worth of real estate for $30 million.
Yeah, now is the time.
Exactly.
Now is the time.
Exactly.
Oh my God. But tell me about the Dubai real estate. If someone wanted to get into it, what should they know about the market here that's different?
If you come, it depends what part of the world you're coming from, but this is an off-plan world, meaning that you can slowly invest over a 2-3 year period to get a property, right? So that's different than most places. Like in America, we don't have that. America, the house is built, you go get a mortgage, and then you're paying right away, like full steam. You got to put down a percentage. Here's a little bit different. So if you're that person that has money in your bank account that don't know what to do, find a reputable developer, take a 2-3 year plan, make payments over 2-3 years, and invest in that. Like the asset should go up in value by the time it's completed. Because there's 2 things you're going to be looking for in any real estate transaction, which is appreciation of the asset and cash flow. It needs to be doing those 2 things to be like a viable thing. So the good thing is when you're buying off plan, you're buying something that's not completed. So the value, they're selling it to you at a non-completed value.
Right.
But when it's completed, it should appreciate. So the moment you get the keys, your money that you spent should be worth more. And then you should be able to cash flow. So let's just use round numbers. You spent $100,000. It might be worth $115,000. So, okay, so that's, you take that over 3 years, that's a 5%, right? Then it's going to cash flow. It should cash flow 1% of what you paid for it. So if you paid $100,000, then you need to get $1,000 a month.
Right.
Right? That's it. Very simple rules. Appreciation and 1% a month. So if you look at that across real estate in Dubai for a typical person that's going to buy, that's what you want to do. But you need to do some research. The data's out there to understand what you should buy, where you should buy.
Right. Where is a big question.
Yeah. Look for the future.
Yeah.
You're buying something that's going to be ready in 3 years. What is Dubai's master plan? Look at it.
What is coming up in the next 3 years, right?
Not now. You're not looking for the metro that's now. Look for the metro that's 3 years from now.
Look at the new airport that's coming up.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so much to think about. And I think it's interesting. But I think, as usual, I think people just put off the decision making. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and then they say, oh, yeah, I could have, would have, I should have. Oh, look at that.
The number of people who said, I should have bought during COVID is crazy.
And now, like, this is not a COVID-like scenario again, but it's a scenario. So you're going to... I mean, here's one thing I would ask people. Do people really doubt the ability of Dubai to bounce back or the UAE to bounce back?
Right.
If that's what you're thinking, then you might not understand this region.
Then maybe you shouldn't be in this region.
Maybe you shouldn't invest.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because I live here. I'm like, literally, look at the data. Look at the
we
data.
have proof.
Yeah, there's proof. I mean, it's just look at the data. And no matter, I don't care. I'm not saying it's going to be tomorrow. I'm not going to say, I'm just telling you it's coming back.
It's coming back.
And every time it's back, it's stronger. So now you got to say, okay, what should I do as an investor?
How do I make this work for me in the next few years?
Correct.
So absolutely. But now I'm going to take you didn't mention something, which is your content, right? When did you start doing content?
2016, when I started real estate again.
When you started real estate again. And if today, let's say, God forbid, I took everything away from you and you just had your audience, how easy would it be to rebuild?
Well, like 60 days or something.
Really?
To rebuild, to be a millionaire again?
Yeah.
Less than that.
How?
Because what I have built is not one of those viral moment Instagram, YouTube sensation type things. Like, I have a 10-year track record with my audience, so my audience has grown with me. I was 30 when I started, 31. So they've seen me go from single to married to kids, and the same thing has happened. Like, I've been in different parts of my life, and I've really never sold them anything. So for 10 years, they just watched me, and I've given them value based upon my life experiences. They took it or they didn't take it. When I launched my first project in Zanzibar, it was 45 villa community. I sold out in 60 days, $10 million.
Oh my goodness.
So, and that was from the audience. Like, they have the trust in me. They know that Max Maxwell name means something to me because I'm not going to tarnish it. So I'm not, and this is where Gary Vee comes back in, delayed gratification. It's the reason why I never sold courses when people were selling courses. I could have made millions during COVID.
Yeah.
I did not do it. I did make millions during COVID, but I could have made a lot more millions during COVID selling courses because everybody was at home.
Right.
I delayed gratification. I didn't take that route. And you look at the course sellers now. They got a bad name because there's a lot of bad people that came into the market. Not saying they're all bad, but bad people came and tarnished the whole thing.
But it's hard to know which is good now.
So people just get away. So I'm not known as a course guy. You just followed my life for the last 10 years.
Wow. So advice on building an audience like that then, if someone was starting today?
Be genuine. Like my first video was me in the car telling, and the video was actually intended for my friends group to hold me accountable of getting back into real estate. And so I started the videos out like that, was for my friends. So it was never for the public consumption like that. Like, I knew people would probably see it, but it wasn't for, I'm going to go start a YouTube channel. So I think what most people try to do is they try to copy what they see as successful already, which there's some elements of the structure that matter, but not the person. So, like, you're Dr. Sheen. That's who you are. Be who you are. Because being who you are, you can be that for 10 years.
Right. It's sustainable.
It's sustainable. I can't be someone else. Now, you're going to change because life happens, right?
Yeah.
I got married. I converted in those times.
Yeah. You moved to Dubai.
I moved to Dubai. So life, like regular life stuff, I guess the people watch. And I've always kept it honest. So the main thing I would say is record yourself. It doesn't need to be pretty. Right now in the car, camera phone is banging
It's
right
doing
now.
very
It's
well.
doing very well. So people are moving off of production type stuff and want authenticity. And just be yourself. Be very vulnerable and be honest. Don't show just the highlights. Show the downside. That's why in most businesses now you're seeing founder-led stories.
Yeah.
Founder-led stories are dominating the personal new brands. And so people just want to see what it takes. What's the behind the scenes? Like, what's the real life really like? We've seen the highlights for so long on Instagram and other places. Show me the bad side a little bit.
Yeah, show me the reality of it, right? And I think it's good because then it's less jarring for people when they're actually doing it and they're like, oh, it's not all rosy all the time, you know? But you've been doing it for 10 years. What advice do you have for me about content? What's the biggest learning?
I think when you start to look at it like you're an artist, right? A musician. And in the beginning of your career, you put out a lot of music because you want the audience to find you.
Yes.
And then you start to get hits and you start to be on the radio. So now you're more selective on the things that you put out. And what happens is that stifles your reach. And so you need to be able to put out things like when you first started, not caring about what the results are. I used to be very metric heavy. I used to be like, oh, that video didn't do well.
Me too. I mean, the
Now
stats.
I don't care. Post it. Why? Because now there's, I don't know, several billion people on the internet.
Oh, yes.
And I got to insert myself into that algorithm at least a few more times than I'm used to. So you need to be putting out like a piece of content a day. Whether it's short form, long form, whatever it is, you need to be putting out, even in your car, just say something. And I think going back to where like, you know, everything, like even now, like my videos are like polished. And I just need to like I remember I used to get to the point where like, I don't have a haircut. I don't want to get on camera. You know? Like if you ever see me with a hat on and I'm traveling, that means my barber's not with me. But, you know, get over that. Yeah, I'm guilty of those things too. You know what I mean? Like I travel with my guy everywhere I go. And I'm just like, don't post that.
You tell him not to post.
Yeah,
Max.
Even now. So what I'm giving you advice that I need to take for myself. But I do come up with the plans that say opposite. It's when it comes down to like me wanting to do it. I'm like, you know what? No.
Do what I say, not what I do.
So yeah, for you, I think you just consistently beat that path and don't worry about the metrics because because you've had several videos pop off on like short. Yeah. And so you chasing that still?
Yeah.
And we all guilty of it. Yeah, you chase it. Don't chase it. Because it's like that one video that somebody will see that will open up to the rest of your stuff. So just post.
That's what I do.
And you know, but here's the crazy thing. When you're building a brand, a lot of the metrics rely on view count and things like this, and they want to see a consistency of view count.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all go to hell with that because that's not what really matters. Like my engagement rate is crazy, right? And that's what you need to be looking at. And so, cool. I might only get 20,000 views on this one and 400,000 on this one, but I'm still got to post that 20,000 one. Even if the one that's get 10, don't delete it.
Yeah.
So just be you.
Yeah,
You're already cool. What are you worried about?
Thanks. Yeah, you know, that's what we do. I decided that during the week, it's like we split it. I think 3 days is the podcast. 2 days is like my solo reels. And then I use the remaining days to experiment. So I'm just trying to post new types of content.
Let me give you an experiment.
Tell me.
Put another camera up and show the behind the scenes getting ready for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just curious. I would do it too. Try it.
Oh, you'd be curious to see
I would
that.
see. I'm curious. I'm not saying it would work. Just like the walk in, the talk before.
Yeah.
Make sure it's cool though.
We'll mute it.
Yeah, even some, you know, like something like.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
There's a prep and don't edit it.
Just the full thing.
See what happens.
Oh, the DJI can come to use.
There you go. Get that $400 back.
I'll put it up there. Finally. No, that's a good idea, actually.
It's just another piece of content.
Yeah.
The pre-pod.
Come for a full recording with me.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I know, like, people use Patreon. It's my first time ever. You know what Patreon is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
I just signed up for Patreon as, like, following someone. I never really been on it, but it's kind of like that.
Yeah, so basically it's for the private members, right? So they get access to this behind the scenes a bit more. So you build a community.
And you know why? This is the craziest thing. You know why I paid for it? There's a podcast called Joe Budden. You know, I've been busy, so I haven't been able to keep up with music. Drake, one of my favorite artists, dropped an album, right?
Okay.
I wanted to hear what Joe Budden had to say about it. He did a full album review.
Oh.
So I bought his membership for $15 a month. I mean, I might cancel Joe. I might cancel it now,
because he put it behind the paywall.
Put it behind the paywall.
Oh. Smart, right?
I just wanted to get his review. Album was phenomenal. Drake follows me on Instagram, by the way.
Why are you going after reviews then? Ask Drake. How was it?
I want to know. I want to hear, like, you know, because the industry is the industry. I want to hear what they had. It was 3 albums, though. I know we're getting off topic, but it's 3 albums. I wanted to hear what everybody was, because I wanted to go hear the bangers.
But you know, no, sorry.
But then I traveled and I listened to all 3 albums.
How was it?
I'm still playing it. I'm not even joking. Like, and I only listen to music like every so often. Like very rarely now do I'm in my music. Like it's either I'm usually using Speechify to listen to a book or something else, or I'm on a pod, or somebody jumped on a podcast that I want to listen to, and I'm like,
I know. I think even for me the other day, I was driving to Abu Dhabi and I was like, oh, I love music. And then after 10 minutes, I was like, you know what?
Done.
It's a long journey ahead. I don't want to keep listening to this. Put something useful on, you know? And even if it's entertaining or anything, but I like conversation now. I think it's way better. But first of all,
we're getting older. We're getting older.
Don't say that.
That was a good thing.
It's a good thing. We are maturing.
There we go.
It's wisdom. So Drake, we are friends with Drake now. How does that?
I don't know if I'm friends with Drake, but we follow each other on Instagram. I think that's a pretty big deal.
It is. How did he follow you? Do you know what brought him to you?
I was in Turks and Caicos with my wife one time, and we wanted to get some advice on something. And he literally DM'd and told us where to go. Yeah. He told us the spot. It's a spot that he goes to in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, my God.
And we went there. I don't know, random.
Okay, your life is cool and crazy. But no, I keep seeing the paid membership now. I see on YouTube, even YouTube is asking us to push it now, have a membership slot. So maybe they're going back. Patreon is very old, Patreon was back in the day. So I think we're going back to that way of, because people have realized that, social currency.
Are people willing to pay for, I don't know. I don't even know the answer. Are people willing to get behind a paywall these days? I think we're so used to it now, though.
To pay for it?
Yeah, paywall.
I think it depends on the price sensitivity of your audience, right?
Yeah.
What you're offering. Yeah. Like you're offering Drake, people will pay.
Yeah.
I remember Stephen Bartlett was also offering him explaining how he approaches as a host to prepare and stuff. I paid.
Yeah, of course. It's insider knowledge.
It's relevant, right? Yeah. So it depends on what audience you're targeting and what's their price sensitivity and what are you offering behind the paywall.
Makes sense.
What's one lesson you learned that cost you a lot of money?
Sometimes I'm very generous in giving out equity. And I do it because I think it sometimes would motivate people to become a better themselves. Like me, I know I'm gonna, at this point, I don't want to say it, I know that I'll win. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Yeah.
I know that the method is there. The method is, I figured out the cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to bring people along. So I have this thing. Let me tell you this crazy idea that I do. So I typically, right now, in my personal staff, I probably have 9 employees, right?
Mm-hmm. That's very lean.
No. My company is over 200.
Oh, that's your personal staff.
Personal staff.
That's not very lean.
People that work. So how I run is I run like a private equity firm. I don't run a private equity firm. My business is set up like a private equity firm, meaning that I have a marketing person or two. I have a graphics person and this person. I have a video person. I have a full dev team. I have a chief of staff. So I have these things around me because most people don't know I'm running a lot of businesses. People don't know that. It's a half a dozen.
Yeah.
But I do it in a way that a private equity firm, when they're acquiring businesses, would be able to strip EBITDA from each individual business by centralizing the most common things that are common amongst many businesses. Marketing, admin, accounting, these things are in my core people around me. So when I acquire business or start a new business, I don't need to keep or retain that bookkeeper or that. So I do it like that. Where was I going with this? Just driving down the car. Anyways, I have a team around me like that. So it allows me to run multiple businesses at the same time. Like I said, if I would be honest, I'm running 8 businesses right now.
Oof.
But I'm not involved in a lot of them.
Right.
But that circle of people that I have, when they're with me for a time, I start to see a pattern of what they're good at and what they're bad at. And I take what they're good at and I try to amplify it. And most of the time most of my companies are vertically integrated, meaning that it complements one of the other ones I already have.
Sure.
So then I bring that person into that new business and typically give them a vested interest schedule. And I say, I'm backing you. I'm your marketing. I'm your do whatever. You're the face. You're running the day-to-day. So that person gets plucked out of the circle of trusted people, and now they're business partners.
That's a big trust.
Yeah. But it's vested, right? So it's
Yeah. Still.
So I do that, and sometimes it works out very well. I've got a couple success stories now that are just slamming. So it's just that way I've seen, because I get to observe people for 2-3 years, see where they are, and then give them responsibility of becoming an owner. And most people, that's not their path. But I've done that, to answer your question, and made big mistakes where it cost me a lot, even because it was successful, because I figured out, I knew the formula. And that exit or that acquisition could cost you, a lot of money, a couple million or something like that.
But now that you've said you have identified some of those gems that have been successful when you've put them in the businesses and stuff, what advice do you have when it comes to hiring? What do you test for, which is not, and I know we've had this conversation many times, but what do you test for that's not skill or technical knowledge?
At this day and age, I don't even want skill. I want somebody with a determination to figure things out. Like, obviously, there's certain jobs that you need particular skills.
Yeah.
But I'll give you an example. I bought a 3D printer for no reason.
Right, sure.
And I don't know how to use the software. But I opened up my 2 screens. I gave Claude my other screen, gave it the model, and it 3D printed my son as a superhero with the perfect settings.
No way.
So when I'm thinking about, like, I didn't know anything about this, but I had a will and a determination to figure it out, and using this medium here, to use this medium to make this work.
You found a way.
So is that the way that hiring is moving forward? Like, obviously, like, an accountant is an accountant.
Yeah.
But what if somebody knows how to work with this medium to get 90% there, and then you have a financial accountant advisor part-time? Because all those accounting rules are written. You got to follow the laws anyways. They're written in the. So if this thing understands it, and I know how to talk to this thing, and this thing gets me 90% there, and I just turn this over.
Just to check. Yeah.
Is that where we're going? Because I think what happens is people these days are becoming a little bit too soft in the workplace.
Thank you.
And they don't know their softness is becoming annoying. And what we should be having is that human interaction of not, I feel like sometimes like it's dad and child or mom and child when you hire somebody versus adult to adult. Peers.
Yeah.
It's like, I want this and I want it now. But what about this? I forgot it.
Yeah.
Are you serious? What if I forget your paycheck on the first? I have real consequences. You don't.
Yeah.
So what happens is that what used to be, good to have employees because you have comrades and things around you, you're now starting to say, can Claude replace this person?
Can an AI agent replace this?
Yeah. Can AI replace this person at least 75% of the way? So I think people need to kind of like put their boots on and be good employees or good people, I would say, so that you can be an employee. Because I'm not going to lie, like when Muhammad Al-Abar talked about half of his noon staff is going to go away and how lean he runs his EMAR, you better believe I started thinking the same thing.
Yeah, of course. And that's what they always tell you, right? Keep your team lean, because
lean is cool anyways. I think the big Google startup with the big lunch rooms and all that's dead. I think people ruined that.
They do.
People literally ruined that. Like, companies were running out building lunch rooms for people.
We had cereal room in my previous company.
Not anymore. I don't even want to give a lunch allowance. Because it's just the attitude of like...
Correct.
Of like, I'm supposed to have this.
Yeah, it's expected
like,
of you.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, these are perks.
I get you a private ride every day and you should be on the metro. But I'm serious. You do that as an employee. Like, oh, yeah, I like this person.
But my question was, how do we hire?
I don't know.
What do you look for?
It's almost like, how do you pick the perfect partner? I don't have an answer for that. I don't, because it's if we figured that out as entrepreneurs, then
we would all hire the best.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Please.
In your businesses, right? What is the variable that you can't control?
People.
Exactly. Everything else you know how to run. The business has its problems, but it's just the part that nobody can control is a variable, which is the people. Entrepreneurship's not hard, so you have to have the interjection of the human.
Yes.
The process is not hard. The human has to just not forget to do it. So I don't know. I know Stephen Bartlett's trying with his I'm getting emails of his new software he's come out with
The flight one?
the valuation of people or something like. Is that it?
Is it the matchmaking thing for staff?
Something like this. I don't know.
I think so.
Probably got 30 products.
Yeah, you know him. But see, this is the challenge, right? I feel like repeatedly when I'm speaking to my friends who are entrepreneurs as well, it's like, I've done all of this work myself in the early days. I know how to do it. I wish I had the capacity to just double myself so that I could just do it, which is what AI is bringing to the table, right? I'm like, because people management is so difficult, and it's so difficult to get good talent that cares. It's just like,
The care part.
The care part.
So I think the employee of the future is someone who is not a prompt engineer, but possibly someone who has the determining will to figure things out.
And it's easy to figure things out these days.
Using a medium that is given to everybody. So I think that's the employee. I think that employee will replace 3-4 people.
Right.
And they will be paid very well.
They would be paid very well.
Because once they start to automate this, they just have to monitor X, Y, Z.
And they can wear all the hats themselves. They're just monitoring everything. And I think that's the thing. I think it's, as you said, it's that drive to figure things out.
Yeah.
And I want people to be proactive, figure it out. It's not my job to tell you what to do and how to do it. Like,
I'm just get a robot if that was the case.
Right.
Like, I need your human will to
brain.
make decisions.
Oh my God. But we can talk forever about this. But my next thing is, obviously you mentioned your project in Zanzibar, right? So tell us, is there promise in Africa now that is coming up more on the rise when it comes to real estate especially?
Yes. The simple answer is yes. It is the last frontier. Honestly, it's the only place we got left. So it starts to look inward. Now, they have to be careful about how they administer it or how they go about it, because it is going to be a run on Africa. And so I am concerned about that in aspects, but there's some unity in Africa that I think needs to happen before that run happens amongst states, because being fragmented and having multiple voices can lead to exploitation. But on the bright side, no, Africa is a beautiful place, and I know there's 54 countries. People don't come at me. I know it's a continent. I understand. But when even the people in Africa talk about Africa as Africa, right? So, but East Africa is a very beautiful place.
It is.
Nature, the beaches, like this. I didn't even nobody told me about East African beaches until I landed in Zanzibar.
Until you
wasn't
saw
a
it.
thing. It wasn't. Nobody talks about that.
No.
Beautiful Indian Ocean. The nature is so amazing. The people are so cool. All different aspects of people, from the Swahili-speaking people to just everybody. You got Christians, you got Muslims, you got a wide variety of people.
Diverse.
Yeah, it's a very diverse group of people. And people are now gravitating to it. Africa is now a destination where you own a second home.
I know.
That's crazy, right? And some people even their first home. A lot of Polish people are moving to East Africa. A lot of Turkish people are there. But Polish people in particular, they love Zanzibar.
How did they hear about it?
COVID. COVID.
Okay.
So when they learned about COVID, that spread back to Poland very fast. So they love it there. They enjoy it. But we're doing a lot of projects now. We got 165 units under construction.
When is it going to be ready?
Blue Pearl this year.
Okay.
That's a 45 villas. The 120 villas will be ready Q3. So this time, close to this time next year. It's a big project.
Yeah, of course.
22,000 square meters build up. And then we're doing other construction as well. I've got of our own projects, we got about 300 plus more units in pipeline right now. And on our contracting business side, which I remember I told you everything is vertically integrated, we went there as developers and we had to create our own construction company.
No way.
So on our contracting side, we're doing this year about 48 million in construction dollars. So what is that, like 100 and something million dirhams? Something like that.
More, no? I don't even know.
Yeah, just
That's a lot. Yeah.
A lot. On a small island. And this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah,
you need to go to Mauritius
Our
next.
company's 2.5 years old.
That's amazing.
So I'm targeting to do $500 million in the next couple years.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's actually more exciting than like the real estate's very methodical. Like it's bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Being in East Africa, I start to see a lot of opportunities that I never even thought still existed. Like I've got 2 other businesses there that I will probably exit in about 4 years at about 70 million a piece.
Oh my God. And this is outside of real estate?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so untapped, right?
Yeah, well, I got into I just learned this term. FMSC? No, that's not it.
Is it FMCG?
Yeah, that one. I'm just new. I'm new.
Okay.
But right now, that company's valued at about 23 million.
Mm-hmm.
And it is 9 months old.
Wow. So maybe Africa is where it's at.
No, I'm telling you. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
How's the podcasting scene in Africa?
They're catching up. There's not many
Studios.
Maybe
we should do a studio there.
I thought about building. I was speaking with Mr. Easy the other day. He was at my studio here in Dubai, and I was like, we should build something. And he was keen. He wanted to duplicate my studio here in Lagos. But
in Lagos.
But Lagos is expensive, he was telling
Lagos,
me.
yeah, Lagos is not.
I said, let's do East Africa, Kenya.
Kenya would be really good.
Nairobi or something.
Yeah.
So like a full stage sounds like studio. Like I think that'd be cool.
I mean, that's one thing we can look into for
Let's
sure.
do it.
So what parting advice do you have for people who are watching in terms of how to get started in building wealth in real estate?
Building wealth in real estate is a long game. It is a long-term game. And it's best that you start out knowing that it's going to be a long-term game. Wealth building takes generations sometimes. So you may just be the first mover in your family. But if you want to become independently, financially stable by the time you retire or later on in your life, real estate can do that for you. And you just have to manage your output of expenses versus what you can do. And it's a very methodical, straightforward game. You invest more than you spend on anything else. Like it's a flip-flop. So like if you want to be aggressive, then you can turn 60% of your salary into investment each month. But the payoff is cool. And sometimes the payoff is big, like that can sustain you. Like sometimes you can get an off-plan property and even flip that off-plan property which wasn't the intention, and walk away with a couple million dirhams to be able to get and propel even faster into whatever you're doing. So you need to understand the strategies of long-term and short-term and mix those two together to be able to build wealth. I think that's where most people get wrong, is they only look at the long-term strategy. Mix in some of the short-term stuff so that you can get that wealth.
Oh, amazing. Well, I guess next time we'll do it in Zanzibar.
Come. I'm being serious. You're invited.
I am coming.
Be invited. We have a nice beach house.
I can't wait.
And it's very fun oriented. I got a nice boat. We can go fishing.
Please. I'm a pro fisherman, by the way.
I suck at it.
Yeah. I'll show you.
I got a nice boat, and I've caught.
Is it because you're not patient?
Might be part of it.
Yeah.
And actually, my fishing mates too. Don't let me. It's them too. One time we pulled up. 2 times we've to where the fish are.
Yeah.
Big tuna.
Yeah.
And we're casting lines across each other. Okay. Next time, I'm just going to jump in and grab one.
Just with your bare
Tunas are
hands.
huge.
They are huge, yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Maxwell.
Thank you.
Perfect.